Welcome to Seeds of Thought. Thanks for stopping by. Today I want to talk about moving from results to lifelong impact. Results are powerful. They change your life. But impact changes the world. Let me ask you something. What good is it to climb the mountain if nobody else can follow the path you cleared? Too many people stop at personal success. They achieve their goals, build their wealth, reach their milestones, and then they stop. But success that ends with you dies with you. The next level of growth is turning your results into impact, because real success is not just what you achieve, it's what you empower others to achieve through you. And today, we're going to talk about how to scale your results into something that transforms not just your life, but the lives of others. Segment 1, the problem with self-centered success. Here's the hard truth. Self-centered success feels good at first, but it fades quickly. The car, someone else will get a newer one. The house, you'll get used to it. The applause, it dies down. What lasts is the impact you create. Story number 1, the businessman with regret. I once spoke to a man who spent 40 years building his empire. At retirement, he was wealthy, but he told me, "Ben, I look back and realize I never built people. I built profits. I'm rich, but I don't feel fulfilled." That's the pain of success without impact. You win the game, but you realize the trophy doesn't matter. Segment 2, why impact matters. Impact multiplies results. When you help someone else climb higher, your success doesn't shrink, it expands. When you teach, your wisdom doubles. When you mentor, your growth compounds. When you lead with purpose, your legacy outlives you. Story number 2, the teacher who multiplied. Think of a teacher. They may not be the richest person in the room, but their impact ripples for decades. One student grows into a leader who influences thousands. That teacher's impact echoes long after the classroom lights go out. Results change your life. Impact changes generations. Segment 3, the impact ladder. So how do you scale results into impact? Think of it as a ladder with 4 rungs. 1, personal growth. Results. This is where you've been. Developing yourself, taking action, producing outcomes. 2, results. Influence. When people see your results, they respect your voice. Influence begins with credibility. 3, influence leads to contribution. This is where you shift from asking, "What can I gain?" to "What can I give?" You start mentoring, teaching, building. 4, contribution leads to legacy. Impact becomes generational when your contribution continues without you. That's legacy. Story number 3, the entrepreneur who shifted. I know an entrepreneur who built a multi-million-dollar company. At first, it was about money. But once he shifted to mentoring young founders, his influence multiplied. Today, his legacy isn't the company, it's the people he developed. Segment 4, barriers to scaling impact. Why don't more people scale their results into impact? Fear of scarcity. They think, if I share what I know, I'll lose my advantage. Ego. They want to stay the star, not build stars. Short-term thinking. They chase immediate wins instead of building long-term value. But here's the truth. Impact doesn't reduce you, it multiplies you. The more you pour into others, the more capacity you create in yourself. Segment 5, practical steps to create impact. Here's how to scale your results into impact starting today. 1, teach what you know. Share your lessons, not just your wins. Every mistake you've overcome is wisdom someone else needs. 2, mentor someone behind you. You don't have to be perfect to help. You just need to be one step ahead. 3, build systems, not just success. Systems outlive seasons. Create structures that keep working even when you're not in the room. 4, think legacy now. Ask yourself daily, if I stopped today, what would continue because of me? Story number 4, the mentor's legacy. I once knew a leader who built systems of mentorship in his company. Decades later, after he retired, those systems still developed leaders. His legacy wasn't the profits, it was the people. Ask yourself these 3 questions. 1, whose life is better because of my results? 2, am I hoarding knowledge or am I sharing it? 3. If I disappeared tomorrow, what would keep growing because of me? Don't just think about it, write it down. Reflection creates clarity. Clarity creates direction. Direction creates impact. Segment 7. The ripple effect. Impact works like a ripple. One act of teaching, one act of mentoring, one act of giving. That ripple spreads farther than you'll ever see. Your words, your actions, your systems may outlive you by decades. Story number 5. The ripple you never see. A speaker once gave a talk to a small group. One young man in the audience took his words to heart, changed his life, and later built a nonprofit that impacted thousands. The speaker never even knew. That's the power of the ripple. You may never see the full impact of your life, but it's there. Here's the bottom line. Success that ends with you dies with you, but success that flows through you multiplies. You were never meant to just succeed. You were meant to create impact, to build others, to leave a legacy that echoes. So let me challenge you. Stop thinking about what your success can buy. Start thinking about what your success can build, because results change your life, but impact changes the world. If this message hit you, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe, because in the next video, we're going to explore the ultimate shift, how to turn impact into legacy so your life outlives your time on Earth.